Today's topic of discussion is circular permutation. I know that if I have to seat n persons in a row, the total possible arrangements are n factorial. But now I have to seat n persons in a circular arrangement. Then what I am going to do, for example, I have to seat A, B, C, D, E and F. First, I am going to fix position of one person. Suppose I have seated A here. So position of A has already been allotted. Now I have to allot position of remaining 5 persons. And position of remaining 5 persons can be allotted in 5 factorial ways. Or I can say, if the number of person is n, the total possible arrangement in case of circular permutation is n minus 1 factorial. But this is the case when clockwise and anti-clockwise arrangement is different. For example, if here A, B, C, D, E and F are seated. Now, if I start counting from clockwise direction, my order will be A, B, C, D, E and F. But if I start counting from anti-clockwise direction, my order will be A, F, E, D, C, D. So this is the case where the clockwise and anti-clockwise arrangements are different. So here the formula for circular seating will be n minus 1 factorial. But consider the case of the beads of a necklace. In a necklace, the beads are arranged in a circular fashion. Now, if you start clockwise or you start anti-clockwise, all the beads are same, there is no difference. So in this case, when anti-clockwise and clockwise we are getting same arrangement, the formula will be n minus 1 factorial upon 2. So these are my formula for circular seating arrangement. When the clockwise and anti-clockwise positions are giving me different arrangements, I am going to use n minus 1 factorial to arrange the persons. But in the case of necklace, where the beads are same, whether I wear the necklace like this or if I revert it and wear, then also the beads will be same. So here clockwise and anti-clockwise is not making any difference. So in this case, formula will be n minus 1 factorial upon 2. Now let's solve some questions on how I am going to apply these formulas. My first question here is, a round table conference is to be held among 20 delegates belonging to 20 different countries. So first point, my value of n here is 20. In how many ways can they be seated if two particular persons? First, if two particular persons always sit together. So in my first case, this is my circular seating arrangement. Let's say two persons A and B. These two persons always sit together. So out of 20, my two persons always sit together. So now I have to arrange remaining 18 persons. So the arrangement of remaining 18 persons can be done in 18 factorial. This is now my way to arrange the 18 persons. But this is not my complete answer. Here, there can be two possible orders. Either AB or second order can be B or A. So my final answer will be 18 factorial multiplied by 2 factorial. So the answer of first case will be 18 factorial multiplied by 2 factorial. In the second case, these two persons are never to be seated together. Now, never to be seated together, can I write it as total cases, total possible sitting arrangements minus the cases when these two persons are together? For the second case, I have to find that two persons should never sit together. So can I write it like total possible sitting arrangements minus the arrangement when these two persons are sitting together? So I have to make seated 20 persons. So total possible arrangement is n minus 1 factorial. So total possible arrangement is 19 factorial minus the cases when these two are together, that is 18 factorial multiplied by 2 factorial. So this is the answer for the part 2. Next question is 6 persons PQRSTU are to be seated at a circular table. In how many ways can this be done if P should always have either Q or R on his right? So make two cases here. In my first case, I have seated P on his right. So on his right, he should have either Q or R. So I have seated in the first case Q. In the second case, P is having R on his right side. So these will be my two possible cases. I have seated P at one position. P should have either Q or R on his right. In my first case, P is having Q on his right. In my second case, P is having R on his right. Next, and Q must always have either R or S on his right. So in this case, on the position next to Q, there are two possible options, either R or S. So for my first case, total persons are 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. At the position to the right of Q, only two ways are possible, either R or S can sit. So for this position, the total possible arrangement is 2 factorial, and for the remaining three positions, the total ways to arrange is 3 factorial. So the answer to my first case will be 3 factorial multiplied by 2 factorial. Now let's move to our second case. Q must have either R or S on his right. But till now, for my second case, position of Q is unknown. So Q can sit here. If Q is seated here, S can be seated here. If Q is seated here, at this position, Q is seated here, S can be seated here. If Q is seated here, S can be seated here. But Q can never be seated on the left of P, because if I make the seat of Q here, on his right, P will be there, but I want R or S on his right. So total possible seats for Q is 1, 2 and 3. You have to select one seat out of these three. So it will be 3C1. Now whatever place Q select, for suppose Q select this position. then on the position on the right of Q, S will be seated. Now I have to make seating arrangement for these two positions, and it can be done in 2 factorial ways. So my answer to the first case was 3 factorial 6, 6 into 2, 12, plus for the second case 3C1 is 3 into 2 factorial 6. So total possible sitting arrangements are 80. Next question is, find the number of ways in which 6 men and 5 women can be seated at round table if no 2 women are to be seated together. Now, for the arrangement of 6 men, the arrangement of n persons in circular is n minus 1 factorial. So I can arrange 6 men in 6 minus 1 factorial ways. So total possible arrangements for men are 5 factorial. Now I have 6 men. Suppose this is the position of man 1, man 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now I have here given by condition that no 2 women are to be seated together. So I can make arrangement of women at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 places. If the women are to be seated between 2 men, then no woman will be together. So total available places are 6 and I have to select for 5 women. So for the woman, selection will be of 6, 3, 5 and the arrangement of 5 will be 5 factorial. So my total possible cases will be 5 factorial multiplied by 65 into 5 factorial. This is my answer. Next question is, find the number of ways that 8 beads be strung as a necklace. In the case of necklace, there is no condition for clockwise and anti-clockwise. So my answer will be n minus 1 factorial upon 2. So here value of n is 8. 8 minus 1. So answer here will be 7 factorial upon 2. Now 7 factorial will be 5 factorial is 120. 720 into 7 upon 2. That will be 360 multiplied by 7. 2520. So the total number of ways is 2520. Next is, find the number of ways in which 5 persons A, B, C, D, E can be seated on a circular table such that C and D are never together. So in this case, I am first allotting a position to C. Now, C and D can never be together. So, out of the 5 possible cases, D cannot sit at these 2 positions. So, total available seats for D are 1 and 2. D has to select 1 seat out of these 2 seats. So, for the D, the seats will be 2C1. C has been already allotted a seat for the D 2C1. Now the persons left are A, B and E. And these 3 persons can be seated in 3 factorial ways. So my answer here will be 2. 3 factorial is 6. So there are 12 possible sitting arrangements.